Guys, this is our hero. This is our hero. He is the programmer of Ancestral Work. He is the one that is making it so that we can have this meeting and you can get your submissions done. And when we have trouble, we plague him with phone calls. And he fixes everything. Take it away, Heber.
So we have this queue we're calling a temple ready queue, so you can submit a bunch of submissions for future sessions. And I'll just go ahead and just kind of demo as Rhonda mentioned. So under the submissions tab, you have the different types of ordinance work you can do. If you go into just baptisms here, you'll see what's been submitted. So these are the submissions that are going to be processed in the near future. On this submissions page here, you have this temple ready queue here. You can submit hundreds, thousands of records in here, submissions. I'll just give you an idea of how you would do a submission on the temple queue. So you search for an individual that you want to submit for either a confirmed scheduled session, or if there's no room or it's just closed or whatever, but then you can go ahead and up here there's this option here. It says click here to submit your request into a temple ready queue. So we click there for that particular individual. Kind of explains what the temple ready queue is all about here. And it's kind of the same process that you use when you're doing a regular submission into just a regular session. But here you don't have to define the proxies unless you have a committed proxy at this point. And then you just hit next and you confirm the record. And that's basically what happens is that individual will go into the temple ready queue, and you can put as many individuals you want in there. And it's all tied into where the temple recorder, if he needs more records to be able to build a session with, you can look in the temple ready queue, you can pull them across. Yeah, that's basically it.
So there's a couple things here with what we were just showing you, and don't worry, there's tutorials, you'll be able to navigate in this program. But the incredible thing about what he was just saying about the temple ready queue is I can put hundreds and thousands of names that are basically submitted and ready to go for the first available endowment session. And one of the things that it said on that blog is that this will help the councilman know how much of a demand there is for a temple. So the idea is you have to do the work and get the submissions already so that they will make either more sessions or we'll build another temple, whatever. But if we don't do our part and they can't see that the demand is there, that's the awesome thing about the temple ready queue. But also, Brother Terry Rachiele is about to speak to you, and one of the things that he will speak to you about is that by far getting proxies is the hardest thing. By separating the proxies and the scheduling of the session from getting the names ready to submit, that's taking the most difficult part, which is scheduling a session and getting the people assigned to it. That's taking it out of the loop. You can just get these names ready and go, 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 go. Mm-hmm. If you see in Ancestral Work, our logo is sealing families together eternally. When you're choosing and praying about which line you're going to work on and which family you're going to work on, it's usually not a person. It's usually a family that you're trying to seal together. When you do research, you don't just get a research on a person, you get a research on their kids, and you get all this information as you're researching them, and you want to put that family together. So what we needed was the ability to print what's been done and what hasn't been done by family. And that's difficult to do programming-wise. But Heber said he's got it for us, and I want him to show it to you.
So I'll demonstrate this family ordinance report. There's two different reports. We have this family ordinance report and an ancestor ordinance report. On the family ordinance report, this is just for that family, the father and the mother and the children. So the first thing you need to do is select either the father or the mother. In this case, I'm searching for the father. Then all you have to do is click on Generate Report. We will wait for the report. Okay, now that the report is here, you have the option of sorting your columns here by either descending order or ascending order. Like I can go to the baptisms here and I can click on sort by descending order, and it'll realign all your entries here. And that's basically how the family ordinance report works. And here I'm going to demonstrate a family, a husband who has multiple wives. The next thing that will happen here is you'll need to hit the next button to display his wives. After that, you select the wife you'd like to find the children for that are associated with the husband. In this case, I'm going to select Jessica. Then I'm going to generate a report. So the results will show basically when they were born, when they died, and if there's any ordinance work, it'll show the date they were baptized, the date they were endowed, the date they were sealed to spouse, and the date they were sealed to parents. You could sort any of these columns by descending or ascending order. And that's it. Thanks.